Good morning, everybody. We are just waiting for our DART guest. It should be arriving right at 12. This is Constance with the Senior Companion Program. Okay. Can everyone hear me okay? Just wave at me if you can. All right, great. Okay, I think I saw Dawn. Welcome, Dawn. I'm going to go ahead and make you co-host. And hold on just a second. Okay, did I see Michael?
Thank you. And Hans Michael should be joining if he hasn't joined already.
Okay. So Dawn, as soon as Michael gets on, and you guys can go ahead and take.
Okay, let me send him a chat.
Okay, everybody, our guest today is Dawn Dorman, and she's with DART, Community Affairs Rep. And also Hans Michael Ruth, and I think Hans is Service Planning Project Manager.
Yes. And I just sent him a message, so hopefully he'll be jumping on shortly. So I am hoping my yard man is supposed to be coming today, and I thought he was going to come earlier. So I'm hoping he does not come while I'm talking, because I have 2 dogs and they'll go bonkers. I'm giving everyone a heads up now. If I quickly mute myself, it's because they're going bonkers.
Okay. Gotcha. I totally understand. I have 2 dogs too. That's why I came in today. So I am
Yeah,
here.
one of them hurt his back, so he's supposed to be restricted to the cage. So that's why I'm still at home. So Hans just sent me a message, so he should be jumping on shortly.
Okay. Once again, I want to welcome our foster grandparents. You guys look great. Great to see y'all. Hi, Kimberly. You guys, I'm hearing an echo. Are you guys? I am streaming on YouTube, so I don't know if that's why I'm hearing this echo in my ear. As long as you guys aren't hearing it, that's good. Okay, I think I figured it out. Well, great to see everyone. So Dawn, were you going to start first, or was Hans going to start?
Our presentation is combined, and I'm going to start first, and then
Okay.
he'll immediately precede me.
Okay, great. We're so glad to have you guys today.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah, this information is, our volunteers are anxious to hear about the changes that occur with DART, because a lot of them utilize DART to come to the senior stores for in-services and different events. So they're anxious to hear.
Well, I hope we can answer everyone's question, and I see that Hans Michael has joined us.
Okay, I see Hans. All right, I'll make Hans co-host as well. Hello, Hans, welcome. Yeah, if you want to unmute yourself, you and Dawn can take it away.
Thank you.
Let me pull the presentation up. Give me 1 second, please. We have a video, so I'm making sure I share my sound. So share. Okay, can everyone see my my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Okay. So my name is Dawn Dorman, and I'm here with my colleague Hans Michael Ruth, and we are excited to be with you today to share some information about some of the recent changes at DART and some of the programs that we have rolling out. So we're going to talk to you today about our discount Go Pass Tap Card program, and we have converted are in the process of converting our system to a contactless payment system. And then Hans Michael is going to share with you information about our new bus network, which I know you probably don't want to hear what I have to say, because you want to hear everything that he has to tell you about the changes that we recently rolled out in January. So I'm going to make this really quick so Hans Michael can share with you everything that we've changed with the bus network. So if you're not familiar with our Tap Card program, our Tap Cards are a kind of like a prepaid debit card. So you can reload funds on it, and you can use that money to get on our system, and it only covers our local passes. So you can use it for bus, rail, train, and the new GoLink service that we have. Once you put money on it, it does not expire. The money is there. If you put money on it today and you want to wait till state fair, the money will still be there at state fair. We don't have any service charges or anything. So the pilot program for the Discount Go Pass Tap Card was introduced in January 2020. One of our board members wanted to introduce this program, so it is in a pilot form. Currently, we've gotten the program extended because of COVID, so we couldn't show that it was a viable program. So we've been given 1 more year, to show that individual riders will benefit from this program. So what it does is it allows you to receive 50% off on our programs. We also have it, and this does not include paratransit. This only includes fixed route. So when you use our program, you have some benefits like our best fare pricing and fare capping. And what that means is we will never charge you more than the cost of our daily fare. So with our fare capping for the monthly passes, if you tap 16 times in a calendar month, 16 days in a calendar month, it does not have to be consecutive days, but 16 days within a month, our system will recognize you as a monthly pass holder. You will continue to tap, but we won't take any fares off of your tap card. Also, if your card is lost or stolen, then when you call us up, we'll replace it with your funds on it, and we'll deactivate the other card. and you can manage your payment history on our computer system. So to be eligible for this program, you have to receive benefits from one of the following assistance programs: CHIP, SNAP, WIC, TANF, Medicare, Medicaid, the Comprehensive Energy Assistance Program, or from Section 8 or Dallas Housing Authority. When you come to apply for that program, you're going to bring documentation either to our Dark Mart store, which is open, but we have relocated. It is actually on the Akron side of the building, still at our main office, but just on another side of the street. You can register online, or you can call one of our agents at 972-482-6491. Now, when you register, you're going to need proof that you are participating in one of the programs that I listed on the previous slide. We will not keep that information. We just use it as documentation that you are in that program. If, for instance, you leave the program next month, we will not ask you to let us know that. You will continue to receive the benefits through the end of the year. When you come in person, be expected to take a photo in person. And I know some people might have that purple card. We're getting away from that purple card so that we'll have your photo. You only have to carry one card. You'll have everything on one card, your photo and the discount card. If you register online, then we will ask you to submit your documentation and your photo through our portal. And if you call, our rep will have you text the information from your cell phone. So the board again gave us an extra year to show that this program is a viable program. If for whatever reason the program does not be extended through the end of this year, then the card will convert to a full fare card. Your money will still be there. It won't disappear. It won't go away. You will still be able to use the card. You just won't receive the discount. If the program becomes a viable program, then you will need to recertify, and you can only do that in person because we will need to give you a new decal, and then you'll obtain that decal. So now I'm going to touch base on a new program that we've just rolled out, and that's our contactless payment program. We are slowly moving away from paper tickets, and so I want to share with you a little bit about that. So the TAP card itself was introduced in 2018, and some of you may have a TAP card because I remember when we first rolled it out, we actually came to the Senior Source Center and registered people on site. So some of you may have that along with your purple card already. Then we rolled out the Discount Go Pass TAP card, the actual white card, in January of 2020. So in September of last year, we moved to a contactless payment. So you can use your credit or debit card, or if you use your cell phone, Apple Pay, or I think it's called Google Play, you can use your those types of devices to pay for your program. So when you use the app, you could buy transit passes, and the app will allow you to use your passes for the regional fair. You can trip plan and you'll receive dark notifications. When you're using your Go Pass TAP card, it's only used for local fairs, and you tap and you board, and you're going to board. You're only going to tap when you board, because if you tap when you get off the train or bus, then we're going to charge you as if you were traveling all day. You may have traveled only in the morning time and then stop traveling in the afternoon. So we want you to only tap when you're boarding because it is time sensitive, and we want to make sure that we're giving you the best fare that we can. If you're using our contactless payment and you want to participate in the fare cap, and we ask that you register your card or your debit card, your credit card or your debit card. So again, we take all forms of payment, the Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover. When you tap on our program, we are going to ask you again to tap every time you board. The fare for that day may be $6, but because we don't know if you're using a half-day pass, a full-day pass, a discounted pass, a midday pass, because we don't know what fare type you're using, we're going to hold $1 once you tap the first time. And then at the end of the day, we're going to assess how much you spent in terms of using our service, and we're going to charge you accordingly. So I'm going to show you a very brief video on how the tap card works, and then I'm going to turn it over to Hans Michael.
It's time to board boldly. It's time for Go Pass Tap, the new reloadable transit card that gives you the best fare every time you ride. Okay, let's see Tap in action. Simply tap your card to a reader on a DART rail platform or bus, and your fare is deducted automatically. Once you see the green check mark, you're good to go. Here are some other screens you may see as you tap your way around town. This card reader is out of service. This screen means you have a low card balance. You can ride this time, but you'll need to add funds before your next trip. Oh, there's trouble reading your card. Try tapping your card again, or try a different reader. Nice! This screen means you need to add value to your card before you ride. Wherever you go, Go Pass Tap has your back. If your card is ever lost or stolen, you can recover your account balance, so long as your card is registered. There is no activation or reload fee, and you can reload your card in 3 convenient ways: at a participating retailer, online at gopass.org, or by phone. Just call DART customer service. For a smooth Go Pass Tap experience, tap every time you board or transfer, but you don't need to tap when you get off a bus or train. Also, make sure to register your card online at gopass.org to protect your account balance and get the best fare. Go Pass Tap is the revolutionary new way to ride and save. Join the cashless revolution by picking up a card at a retailer near you. Learn more at gopass.org.
Also, one of the things that I failed to mention, that our retail locations, we are 7-Eleven and Tom Thumb are our primary locations currently, but we are changing to a new vendor, and we should be expanding to CVS and some other major retailers to sell our cards. So at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Ruth and let him share with you what changed in January of this year. Hans Michael?
Thank you, Dawn. Thank you for that presentation. That was impressive, how much information you're able to get through in such a short amount of time. I thought I was going to have time to eat a sandwich or run to the bank. But
So I guess that means you're going to take me to lunch. We had a bet on how fast I could get through.
yes. Another time I regret gambling with you. So let me just talk in general about the new bus network that is operational as of January 24th of this year. I hope all of you are riding it every day. We worked hard over the course of a few years to identify segments and routes that the community was not using and did not find useful, and to improve them. We also worked hard to retime the connections that routes make with each other so that we could decrease average waiting time for transfers, because we know about half of our bus customers transfer. And we worked hard to straighten the routes out also to avoid some of the small, even in some cases tiny, neighborhood streets that we used to wind through, and focus more of our service on the big streets so that we could get more trips per hour and help out more customers at the same time. On the next slide, you'll see some more information about what we've done. And this talks about why. As you all know, the region around Dallas and including Dallas has changed a lot over the past 30 years, but the DART bus network has not. It's changed a little here and there, especially when the rail was constructed, but it has never been looked at in a comprehensive way to see what could be done and to put the routes that we were operating up against where the jobs were and where the people lived and how that had shifted. So this is the first time we did that, and we were able to accomplish a lot of the goals that we set for ourselves in designing the network. On the next slide, we talk about the approach to our design. When we first started, DART's bus service was about 50% routes focused on high ridership, places where a lot of people use the bus, and where people walked from their home or place of work to get to the bus and went down large, busy, major streets to another busy transfer destination where they could then get on a coverage route, which was about the other 50% of our routes, which were these kind of winding neighborhood routes. They didn't have as high ridership. They weren't as efficient or effective in their service delivery, but in most cases they were necessary because otherwise people would have to traverse too far a distance, walk further than we wanted them to, or there was some kind of impediment in their way, like the Trinity River or a highway or something like that. The board of directors saw what we were doing, and they told us to change it, to take half of the resources we were investing in coverage routes and move it over to the ridership routes. So this is a big shift for us, and it resulted in a network that we're operating today, 75% of which is focused on the high ridership routes. Okay, and this is just a further example of this. Due to time and the hope that we'll get some questions on the new network, I think we can just go past this slide. This is what we came up with. I don't expect you to see this map and find out where your house is and how to get to work with it, but this is just to show you in general how the changes looked on the service area. This is the entire service area that DART covers. It's more than 700 square miles. And the changes gave us triple the number of super frequent routes that run 15 minutes to 20 minutes every day or all day. And it gave us a lot more service on Saturday and Sunday and a lot more service in the middle of the day as well. Now, we were able to accomplish this by focusing resources on those high ridership routes I talked about and by expanding our GoLink coverage, which is what you see in kind of the kind of like the tan colored shapes on the map in front of you. That GoLink service is an on-demand service. That's fine, keep on going, that's okay. That GoLink service is an on-demand service that comes when it is requested, and you can request it either with a phone call or via the GoPass app. Here's some more information about GoLink. When you request it, depending on where you are and what time of day and the availability of vehicles, you may get an ADA accessible taxi, or you may choose an Uber Pool option, which would send a normal car to you, or it could be a GoLink dedicated DART branded van vehicle. Either way, it will take you curb to curb wherever you need to go within that geographic zone, like the ones I showed you on the map before. Each zone has a connection to a transit center and or a rail station, and you can transfer to the rest of the DART system at that location. Now, GoLink doesn't cost anything extra other than DART fare, and you're able to book your ride with your GoPass tap card using the phone like Dawn talked about before. On the next slide, and this is more information about GoLink. GoLink is a real supplement to what we're doing on the bus today. It's been very useful to a lot of people, and ridership on GoLink has more than doubled since we started it since we expanded it so much in January of this year. And it's growing so fast that if you look at the data, you couldn't really say what it's going to do next month. It's just growing really fast, and we're really excited about all the people who have used it, tried it, and have enjoyed it. So this is a video about how GoLink works. It looks like Dawn wants to play it. I'm fine either way. Oh, here we go.
So you want to get started with GoLink, but you don't know how? You've come to the right video. Let's get started. GoLink is DART's on-demand service. Now you can book an on-demand trip and head to work, run an errand, or connect to DART buses and trains.
So where do you want to start? At your house? Great, let's go. GoLink is already available in several zones across the DART service area. And on January 24th, DART will expand coverage in some existing zones and introduce several all-new GoLink zones. It's all a part of DART's new bus network that is simpler, better, faster, and easier, all for you. Using a variety of vehicles like the one behind me, GoLink delivers on-demand service to destinations within a designated zone. Each zone provides service to a DART rail station or transit center, please check our website for more information.
You may be wondering, how is GoLink different from regular bus service? Well, unlike a traditional DART bus, you can't just walk up and get on board. You must book trips in advance. Don't worry though, it's easy to get moving with GoLink. Here are 2 ways you can book a GoLink trip.
1, with the GoPass app, all you have to do is select Plan within the app and enter where you want to be picked up and where you're headed. If GoLink is available for your trip, it will show as an option in your planning results. Now, just press the Start Booking button.
The second way to book is by calling 214-515-7272. DART takes phone reservations from 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. each day, but only same-day trips are accepted. GoLink also offers 2 ways to pay. 1 with a credit or debit card, or 2 with a GoPass Tap card. And you can use your GoPass app for both of those.
Keep in mind, you can load your GoPass Tap card with cash at hundreds of participating retailers, or you can visit our DART Mart located at our Ackett station. And I'll let you in on a little secret. Whether you book and pay for your trips through the GoPass app or by calling, your GoLink trip is covered. So let's say you already have an active DART pass in the GoPass app. Your GoLink fare would already be covered by that pass. So you're all set and ready to go. Now let's book your trip. So you booked your ride and now it's time to go.
Before you go though, let me share 5 key tips for a smooth ride. 1, all trips require an advance booking. No walk-ons allowed. 2, if you need an ADA accessible vehicle, be sure to request it when booking. Also, service animals are welcome on board. 3, children ages 12 and under must be accompanied by an adult. 4, be ready. Vehicles depart briefly after arriving at the pickup point. And finally, 5, need to cancel the trip? Be sure to do so before the vehicle arrives, either via the app or by calling 214-515-7272.
Now that you understand how GoLink works, it's time for you to book your ride. Find the zone nearest you at dart.org/GoLink.
I think Hans Michael shares the same sentiment. We've seen that video 50 million times.
So tired of that dumb video. But I think you did great. I was reminded how good you were in that video though by watching this time, Dawn. You really missed your calling.
I think you did too, Hans Michael.
Okay, anyway, so here's a map of all the zones. Most of them are new or expanded. There's only a very few number of zones that we just retained. We did do GoLink before January, but it's basically a whole new start beginning with January, and it's been super popular. Okay, next slide. We did some, and I don't want to bore you guys with these details. We can get into them if you want to. We did some thorough analysis of the impact to our current customers, to the people who live around the bus routes, and to businesses, places of employment, how they were impacted by the changes to the bus network. And this took a lot of time, and we had it done by an outside consultant just to verify its authenticity and be able to present it to our customers and to the board members. But it's just, these slides just demonstrate that, you can go to the next one, Dawn. They just demonstrate that even though these changes are massive, and we understand that they have disrupted a lot of people's lives and that change is hard, the resulting network that we implemented in January got more people to more places in less time than we did before. So there's a lot of things that we made mistakes on and that we're still hustling to fix. But overall, there's been a great increase in access from the changes that were implemented in January. And we're starting to see a reflection of that in our ridership. I'd just like to mention, as I'm closing down here, that now all our routes operate 7 days a week, and everything on the bus operates at least from 5 a.m. to 1 a.m. Today, which is a big change from the way it used to be. And this is just some numbers to put to the statements I made earlier. We still include 98% of the boardings of the people on the bus that we served before the pandemic with this new network. It's just in some of those cases, the routes that they used to use now are extended further out and are more frequent in the middle of the day. So I'm very happy to talk about a specific route you may be worried about, or a GoLink zone that you think needs to be changed a little bit. Yeah, if that's the kind of detail y'all want to get into, that's fine. If you want to keep it at a higher level too, I'm okay with that. I don't know if my contact info is here or not, but you can reach us. I'm putting it in the chat right now. The best way to talk about issues with specific routes or the ideas behind the new network is to reach out to that email address. And that's a direct link to our group, and we check it every day. I'm supposed to check it every day.
Okay, great. Kimberly, did you have questions for your group?
No, so if anyone wants to come and unmute themselves and ask a question, feel free to do so. And I do know that we have several who are just on the telephone. So what he put in the chat is serviceplanning@dart.org.
And I can make sure to send that to our email contact too, Kimberly. I can't remember who that was off the top of my head.
Probably Melissa.
Mhm.
Melissa Gomez. Yes, you can go ahead and send that to us. We are recording this as well.
Okay,
and
great.
And we can share this information. And it will also be on YouTube, on our YouTube account. Okay, I can't believe we don't have any questions. Did you guys, Hans, did y'all specifically look at the senior source address and the bus routes that stop here? Kimberly, didn't we have some concern about that? I think it was, once every second Thursday, we're going to start having our volunteers come back in for in-service. And there was a bus stop right in front of our building, but I think the time changed on it. Is that correct, Kimberly?
Yes, it's on a very limited basis, like a couple of times in the morning and a couple of times in the afternoon that it'll stop.
So if
Right.
they come,
We maintain that service schedule. Yeah, that service schedule is still in place. That's the one we worked out with you guys one-on-one back in 2019 when we canceled that route that used to go down Harry Hines.
Yeah, and we're so very grateful for that. But no, I think the confusion, there was a bag over the bus sign one day that it was like to be removed. And so that kind of started a whole panic.
Yeah, that's Dawn's fault. She still hasn't apologized for that. I'm still waiting for that, but whatever. I've since gone back over there and I've fixed what she did. So I know she's sorry now. Deep down, but don't worry, I fixed it. So
okay.
I'll take the blame this time, Hans and Michael, not next time, but this time. And I think you do have a couple questions. I see some hands up.
Yeah, there's a question in the chat that says, how does GoLink work with the paratransit ID?
So if you're receiving, if you can ride fixed route for paratransit, then it's just like you were riding normal fixed routes. So whatever you're doing currently to ride our buses and our trains, that's what you'll do with the GoLink service. It's just an extension of our current service.
Yeah.
Now with paratransit, you do have to make your reservation 24 hours in advance, if I'm not mistaken. But with the GoLink service, you have up to an hour before you need to travel to make your reservation. You cannot make it the day before.
Oh, okay. Now, did I hear you correctly? You said you can make it an hour in advance.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Maxine, you have your hand up. You can unmute yourself. Maxine? Okay. Well, we will go
Maxine asked a question in the chat here. It says, maybe this is the same Maxine. Maybe there's more than one Maxine, which would be the first time in my life I'm ever around more than one Maxine at a time. But
okay,
Maxine
go ahead.
in the chat says, I have a Dart Rides card. Is that different? And the answer is yes, that's different. Dart Rides is a subsidized taxi service program. and that subsidizes the cost of a taxi, a real life yellow taxi that takes you anywhere. It's not limited to the GoLink zone. So that's different.
And that's still in effect.
Yes, I believe right now, that is still in effect. Jackie has a question. Will paratransit go to Frisco? Jackie, this is a very sad question because paratransit will not go to Frisco. And that is because Frisco is not in DART service area. It is outside DART service area. We cannot serve places outside our service area. We will get fired for doing that. Our board of directors has recently reconsidered the idea of service outside the service area, and all indications are that they are not interested in it at this time. Maybe that will change in the future. Maybe Senior Source will be a part of that change. I don't know, but for now, we have to obey our bosses, and they say no.
Okay, I think Sandra. Sandra, if you did not put your question in chat, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
It looks like she may have froze.
Okay. All right, Sandra, if you get unfrozen, we'll go to Donna. Donna, you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
You need to unmute yourself.
Let me see if let me make sure I didn't keep them off of that. Hold on. I may have had them set up to.
Here we go. Am I muted now?
Okay, there you go.
Okay. My question was, what is the number that we call regarding the GoLink? Number one. And do we purchase a GoLink pass like I used to do with a DART pass for riding a bus?
So we'll put the phone number for the reservation for GoLink is 214 515 515
515
72
72 7292
No, 7272.
7272. Okay. Now, do I purchase a GoLink pass just like I used to do when I rode the bus?
So yes, you'll purchase a tap card, a GoPass tap card, and that will allow you to put your funds on it and use those funds to go on GoLink as well as our buses and our trains. So and let me explain a little bit about GoLink. It's really not a purchase product. When you get the GoLink card from, I keep saying GoLink, GoPass tap card from a store or the DART store or retail location, it's free. However, you have to put $6 on it to activate it, and that is the cost of a day pass, and if you receive discounts, 2-day passes. After that initial $6, then you can put as little as $1 up to $200.
Okay, thank you for that. Now, what retail stores other than the DART store are we able to buy these GoLink? What do I call them?
GoPass.
GoPass. Yeah.
So 7-Eleven and Tom Thumb, Ace Cash Express are the major retailers. And then if you go to our website, you can put in your zip code and it'll tell you some of the smaller retailers within your zip code. In June or July, we are actually transitioning to a new network, and they will have more retail locations. So if you see that there's not a location close to you, give us a moment because we're transitioning to a new provider who'll have more of a larger network.
And that
Sounds
that was
very
the
good.
mention of
Thank you,
CVS.
Ms. Dorman.
You're
Thank you very
welcome.
much.
You're welcome.
Okay, who's next? Sandra, did you get yourself unmuted? You're still muted, Sandra. Okay, anyone else? Any more questions? Kimberly, am I seeing everybody? Let me see. Anyone
Looks
else?
like Galaxy A11 has a question. She's got her hand up, looks like. I mean, in the video she does, yeah.
Okay, whoever that is, go ahead and speak your questions. Are they unmuted?
No, ma'am, they're not. There she is, unmuted. Yes, ma'am, you got a question?
Yes, I'm trying to find out, it used to be the handy ride. Okay, now, what are they calling it now, the handy ride? Because like my son and myself, we could use the handy ride going back and forth to your appointment, going to the doctor.
It's called paratransit now.
Paratrans, okay.
Mhm.
Now, I have a number here in our newsletter. It's 214-828-6717.
Let me verify that. Give me 1 second.
That's the
So-
Dart Rides number, I think, Dawn.
Yeah, so I'm showing paratransit is 214
Okay,
828
828
6736.
6736. Okay, this is the one.
And now you can also, I'm looking on the website, you can also book your trip online.
Oh, you put your trip online?
Yes, you can book your trip online.
Okay, 'cause I have appointments and he has appointment, and sometimes I don't feel like driving myself to Parkland. That's where we have to have appointments at Parkland.
Mhm.
And so that's what I'm trying to get him, because he's 61, and so he's having a little problem. He's been in and out of the hospital, so he's having problem walking.
Okay.
So, mhm. So,
And I'm seeing also that the number I gave for GoLink, that is also a number to use to make a reservation as well. And that number is 214 515
515
7272.
7272. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, anyone else?
Go ahead, Miss Lewis.
Who was that?
Miss Lewis, you're still muted.
And Miss Gant, you have your hand up as well. You can unmute yourself. Let me see, make sure that y'all able to do that. Okay, you should be able to do it now.
Okay, I wanted to add to that I use the DART Paratransit, and if you download the app and you make your reservations on the app or online, they also have a feature where they count down the minutes until your ride get to you. It shows you where your ride is leaving from and how long it'll take for it to get to you.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
we've-
that. And that's exactly what the GoLink also does. I'm sorry, Hans Michael.
No, I was just saying, we've heard a lot of people say they like that feature, that they appreciate knowing that.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. When you guys came to the senior stores, I think it was 18 or 19, 2019, 18, you gave us the Go Pass.
Mm-hmm.
That day, I went to 7-Eleven and put $10 on this card. Last summer, my first time using it, the machine said there was no money on it.
So Ms.
So
Adams,
does it have an expiration date?
it does not. So let me give you my phone number, and you can call me and we'll get with finance to find out what's going on with your card.
Okay.
So I don't call myself, so give me 1 second. My phone number, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
469
Uh-huh.
416
Uh-huh.
8603.
Okay,
Miss-
you are Don
Dorman.
Dorman.
Miss
Yeah,
Adams,
I was taking my grandbaby out to Plano, and I kept sticking it in the machine, and it said it couldn't read my card or something.
were you, was
Okay.
he, was he being punished, Miss Adams? Were you taking him to Plano as a punishment?
No, they have a little playground out there
Oh, I see.
that day.
Plano must have changed a lot since I was a kid.
Oh, I imagine.
But let me just say that I've used the Go Pass Tap card a lot, and I haven't found that that issue yet. It may have, hopefully it was just a one-time thing that happened to you, and we'll get it fixed. I'm sorry about
Yeah,
that.
I think it was in the beginning stage, you know?
Yeah, and you may have a card where the barcode was damaged. I mean, where the strip was damaged. We did find that early on. So just give me a call, and if we have to reissue you another card with your funds on it, we will.
Okay. And I also have a paratransit card also, and it's getting ready to expire in May. So I would have to get a doctor's statement now.
I'm not sure about the re-enrollment or the renewal of paratransit, so contact our office and they'll walk you through the steps that you need to take.
Okay.
All right, and then we had a question from Karen.
Also,
Oh.
I ain't finished.
Okay.
I also have a reduced ID card.
Uh-huh.
What is it good for?
That is good to show that you have you get 50% off on our regular price fares. So we are moving away from that purple card, and the card that I have behind me, that's what we're moving to. So you will, you don't have to do this immediately, but when you get an opportunity, and if you have access to the internet where you can register online, you just register online, send us an updated photo, and we'll issue you a white discounted card. It's so you won't have to have two cards. So right now you have to have your reduced ID and your payment method. So we're putting everything on one card.
Okay, also on the, but you don't know anything about the paratransit information.
No,
right?
unfortunately, I'm sorry. And I
Oh.
should have thought to invite someone from paratransit, and I apologize.
Oh, okay.
Okay, is that your last question?
That's it.
Okay, all right, I think Karen had a question. Karen Llewellyn. She said, if I am at Mockingbird Station and there is a GoLink van there, can I just hop on it? I think they mentioned that in the video that you can't just hop on it. You have to make an appointment in advance. Is that correct, Hans?
That is correct.
Okay. All right. Okay, and then Donna says, what is Dart Connect number? Dart Connect.
Donna, if Donna means the GoLink number, it's 214-515-7272. The customer service number is 214-515-1111.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome, Donna.
Okay, Michael, you were saying something about, I don't know what transit service it was, but you were saying something that we could go anywhere, any place with some kind of taxi.
Yeah, that's the Dart Rides program, Miss Adams. It's a different program than the GoLink program we've been talking about.
What is that? What is that number?
The Dart Rides number is the same one that It's 214-828-6717. I'll put that in the chat.
So what is the information on it? I mean, I heard you, but I didn't hear you.
It is a subsidized taxi service for certain people over a certain age or with certain medical disabilities. You don't have to go, it's not like paratransit, you don't have to go downtown and get certified. But it's a different program. It requires the passenger to pay, I think, 25% of the cost of the taxi trip, and then DART picks up the other 75% of the cost.
Hans, is that a service that you cannot utilize if you're utilizing paratransit?
Well, you can't do them at the same time for sure, but you can use both, yeah.
Okay.
And what is that number?
Yeah, I just looked it up. 1 second.
It's 214-828-6717. I'll put it here in the
828 what?
6717.
Thank you.
Okay, any more questions?
We do, from Eliza Titus Davis. She wants to know, is DART serve the DeSoto area? The answer is no, 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 no.
Okay.
I wish it did. I think we could do a lot of good down there in DeSoto. I think the same's true for Lancaster and Mesquite, frankly, but I'm not in charge, and I get fired for sending a bus down there.
Now, what is offered in DeSoto?
Oh, here we
is
go.
Star Transit.
Star Transit.
Mm-hmm. So if you're familiar with Star Transit, and you can call them and look up their website. I know there is a stop at Pleasant Run and Polk over by that Brahms in the church parking lot. I know there's a stop over there. I can't think of the other locations, but you can certainly reach out to them. What they do is their service connects to DART at the UNT Dallas station.
What's the number? What is Star's number?
Y'all got to remember, y'all dealing with senior citizens.
Okay, they may not have Star Transit info.
Okay,
No
the number
worries.
is 877-631-5278.
631-5278. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, DART guys. You guys have been so helpful.
It looks like we have some.
We do have some more questions. Let me see here.
Hello.
We'll take the last two questions. I hear someone saying hello. We hear you. Go ahead.
Hi, this is Rosa Terry. Did I understand you to say that the bus is going to start running down Harry Hines again to go to the senior source?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now when is this going to start?
April 18.
April 18th. Thank you.
You know the bus number?
Yes, the route's going to be 306 and 378.
306 and 378. Thank you very much.
I'm glad you asked that question.
And
Okay.
it looks like someone asked about their card expiring, their reduced fare card expiring. You will need to come to Dartmart store to get recertified, so you can get a new decal.
Okay. This is going to be our last question. Anyone have their hand up or in the chat? Help me, Kimberly. You see anybody? No?
I see
All right.
Gant.
Jamie?
I see Miss Gant holding her hand up.
Okay, Ms. Gant.
I think so.
Go ahead and unmute yourself. Can you unmute yourself, Ms. Gant? You're still muted. She's trying. Oh, there
Yeah.
you go. There you go. We got
Okay,
you.
I want to know, Why the bus not running over here on Beckett and Eleanor? I mean, Beckett in front of Blue and Flowers.
In front of Blewett Flowers.
Okay,
Yes.
so yeah, the Blewett Flowers service was discontinued due to nearby frequent service that we were able to increase. And in the past, we had very little ridership outside that Parkland Clinic at Blewett Flowers, very little. Most of the ridership came from the Overton Park Apartments right there at the corner
Right,
of
right.
Overton and Beckley. And they had
Right.
service still on Keast and Beckley.
But now we have to walk to Beckett and Keys get the bus.
Yes, ma'am. I realize that. Now, we are planning to put that service back to Blewett Flowers
When?
later in the year, probably in June, if we can't do it sooner.
Because that's a long walk too, you know?
Well,
You know, and I have.
I understand it's a long walk and we don't want people to have to walk, but we can't serve everywhere we used to. We
I
can't.
know that. Okay, and I don't know what bus go to Big Methodist.
Methodist, which one? The one on
Yes.
Gaston or the one on
Colorado.
Colorado?
Gosh, there's
That's Baylor on Gaston.
That's
No,
right.
I go Big Methodist.
On
Okay.
Colorado.
Colorado.
Yes, Metro Hospital on Colorado.
yes, ma'am. That's Route 109.
109.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then. I know what. Okay, then. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. That's got 15-minute service during the peak periods of the day, in the morning and the evening, and then 30-minute service all during the middle of the day,
Okay,
which is
Okay.
much better service we used to have on Beckley.
I see. You know they've been running real fast.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Oh, okay, guys. Thank you. You guys had great questions. And I just want to thank Don and Hans for coming on. We really appreciate it. Very good information. You guys can come back anytime.
Thank
Please
you for
do.
having us.
Please do. Well, we enjoyed you
pleasure.
guys. And thank you for your patience in answering all of our questions. And we just
Yeah.
really.
Let me just remind everyone, I know we passed out a lot of info, but don't forget that contact email address we put up top, serviceplanning@dart.org. It's a great way to get in touch with me, with Dawn, with all of us if you have any further questions, or if you have ideas how we could do things better. You know, you guys are much wiser than we are. And with all that wisdom, I'm sure there's tons of great ideas for improving the service even more. So let us know
Can
what
we
they
get
are.
that
And
email again, please.
yes, ma'am, it's serviceplanning@dart.org, SERVICEPLANNING@dart.org.
Thank you.
And we have this recorded, everyone, so we will relay this information to you guys again, either via email or at in-service. So we'll get this information to you guys also.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, thank you, Don and Hans.
Thank you so
Dawn,
much
yeah.
for having us.
Dawn's really sorry about that mistake she made about the bus stop.
I'm going to make sure that I'm going to make sure that Hans doesn't give me directions to do bad things anymore.
Take her to lunch, Hans.
She's really sorry, yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Okay.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank
too.
you all.
Thank you.
You
Bye.
all too. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Kimberly,
Bye.
will your group getting on?
I'll let you later, Don.
Yes, so the next webinar will start at 1 o'clock. And please note that it is a different login. So you'll
Yeah.
have to completely leave this one, look at the text I sent yesterday, and you can get back into the one at 1 o'clock. So it'll give you about an 8-minute break.
And that goes for that goes for senior companions as well. We'll see you guys on there.
All right.
Thanks. You all have a good day.
You too.
Constance,
Yeah.
Constance, this is Miss Smith. I didn't get no thing for the. We have to log out and then log back in.
Yes.
Call back in.
Did you register?
For what?
for the nutrition, it's called Nutrition and
No,
Cancer.
no, ma'am, I sure didn't.
I
It's
think
in
it-
your email.
I think if you did not register, you can't join in with the phone call because they have a
Oh, okay.
certain limit. We sent the information out to you guys and for you to register. And if you registered, they sent you the link.
No, they didn't send me no link.
Well, this is Miss
Anyway,
Brenda.
And I think they are going to specifically by the number of people who register. So that's the reason why I think I can't
Okay.
give out the number now.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Okay.
Anyway, when we get off, I'm gonna get back to my client.
Okay.
I'm calling from her house, but she's eating. I fixed her lunch and she's eating her lunch.
All right. Well, you have a good day, and we'll talk to you later. Okay.
Okay, you have a blessed day too.
All right.
All right.
Melissa, can y'all hear me?
This is Constance. Yeah.
Yeah, and we, the people, well, at least me, I'm on the telephone. I wasn't able to ask any questions.
Well,
so everything had to be asked in the chat room or something?
Miss Holmes, is this Miss Holmes?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Miss Holmes, you can go back and watch it on YouTube if you want, and then we'll send out some information on it as well. But if you want to see the video, it'll be on YouTube.
Well, I was, in on the conversation, but I wasn't able to ask any questions.
Okay, so there will be phone numbers. Honor, did you get the phone numbers?
Yeah.
Okay. If we can't answer your questions, then you can call the numbers that they provided, and then they'll be able to answer your questions.
So, okay, let me ask you this. So when seminars out there like this, we won't be able to participate in the questioning. You have to go to the chat room if you are on the phone.
No, there was some people who were asking questions. Did you unmute
Well,
yourself?
I couldn't because I was muted by you all. I wasn't able to answer the question.
I took the mute off, so that and that's
Yeah, I kept on trying to unmute, but I wasn't able to say that I have been muted by the host.
okay.
Well,
Well, I'm
anyway,
sorry, but I did take it off, so that's how.
Yeah,
everyone
I
was
don't know. Okay, well, thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, you guys can go ahead and log off and get ready for your next Zoom.
Well, Constance, I didn't register because I didn't get it. I didn't get the text.
Okay.
I'm still having problems. I don't get the text anymore. This is Miss Branch.
Okay, Miss Branch.
Okay. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not getting any link, no kind of nothing from you all, no message or nothing.
Miss Branch, did we talk earlier this week?
Yeah, we talked Friday. Yeah.
And I sent you that test, right?
You sent me a text.
And it went through, and you haven't been able to get anything after that?
I still haven't got anything.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, all right then.
I'll look into it.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Melissa.
Melissa's not on today.
I'm sorry, Constance. I'm looking right at you. But I registered, but I never got anything. I don't know how to, because I registered last week for this, when you first sent out the email, and it says registration approved, but that's all I got.
You didn't get an email with the link on it?
No.
Did you, you still got the email?
Well, I'm looking at this where it says registration approved right now, but that's all I got.
And it doesn't say anything else further down?
Okay, webinar ID.
Yeah, and it should be a link also. Let me see. Do you see something that says click here to join?
No.
Where it says webinar ID, what does it say?
Okay, I
after that?
click there and then it sends me to where I can call. send a message, FaceTime audio, Google Video.
Now, are you, who was the email from?
It's from Nutrition and Cancer Prevention. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Let me see. Well,
And the only other thing down at the bottom is, okay, here's something that came up on the phone. I would like to do it on my tablet because but it just gives me a lot of
you see phone numbers?
okay. At the top, I see a phone number. Okay, I'm going to click on that and it tells me to call or cancel. Call that number.
Yeah, I guess you can call the number. I'm trying to, you can either join by the link or
And as
you can
dialed, please check the number and dial.
join by phone.
Oh, you see, it can't be completed as dial.
Let me see. I'm trying to, hold on a second. I'm trying to look at my email. Hold on a minute. Let me end this. I'm going to end. Hold on.